Yo, 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 it's your boy, Melly Mel, aka King Jaffe, one third of G.M.S. And welcome to the podcast, good people. I hope you enjoy.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy GQ Smooth coming at you live out of Raleigh, North Carolina, man. This is G.M.S podcast where we come at you live weekly with raw and uncut content.
What's going on, people? I'm one of your co-hosts, Shahid, aka Triple M, aka Maximize Motivational Muscles, aka Mr. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday man himself. And I want you guys to tune in. That's right, tune in to G.M.S, Grown Man Subjects. We talk about everything from sports, news, politics, entrepreneurship. We have great content coming for you guys, so get ready and subscribe.
Killer Mike, Mike's on, like dudes like that are, for us, they speak for the unspoken, they speak for the streets, they speak for young black men, they speak for, the people that are being oppressed.
G.M.S, all right, which stands for Grown Man Subject. First of all, I'm definitely feeling the name. I'm definitely feeling the name right there. All right. So, of course, man, we all co-hosts. I'm Shahid, Triple M, and I'm going to go ahead and let my other co-hosts introduce themselves.
I'm Mel. I just go by Mel. Nice and simple.
And I'm G or GQ, whichever one you want to call me.
G, I see G got that Triple M, man. I love that, man. I love that
Man,
right
you
there,
gotta represent, man. You represent.
Support.
Yeah, bro. So listen, man. So of course, we using this platform really to just reach out back to the public. Not just entrepreneurs and not just the black community, but everybody who is of interest. It's crazy times in the world right now, man, and we definitely want to make sure that we do our part in as far as giving back, man. The first thing we're gonna dive into is, and actually Mel brought this up, man. So I'm gonna definitely let him dive in first, man. How much influence does social media have on politics?
Right.
I mean, we know this. We voting, right? So definitely, bro.
Right.
To that.
We better be voting. I hope so. We better be voting.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I tried to vote on Thursday. The line was ridiculous. I was like, I only had like 45 minutes to work with, so I was like, I gotta try this another day, bro. I was surprised because I figured everybody mailed in their ballot. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't expecting a long line like that.
What time did you go, and like how many people do you think was in the line?
Man, I went. So this was Thursday. This was right after my last AM client. So I left the crib about 10:30. Right now, it's only about 10 minutes away, but I only had about 45 minutes to work with. I want to say, if I had to put a number on it, I mean, it was from outside. So I don't know how big the inside was, but I'll probably say maybe like outside, I'll probably say maybe like 30, 40 people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? At least 30.
Yeah. No, I'm running into that where a lot of people are posting, their polling sites, and they're just posting long lines, whether it's 40, 50 people, 60 people. So I'm wondering if, this year people are just a little more enthusiastic to get out here and vote.
Yeah, could be. I know when it comes to early voting, man, you don't have a designated place you can vote anywhere, right? So G, man, where do you feel comfortable voting? Do you rather mail in your ballot, or you want to go in person?
For me, I'd rather go in person, dog. I don't trust that melanin stuff, man. It don't seem right to me. Like, they feel like they can look at your ballot and just toss it in the trash can or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So I'd rather go in person.
Did would we feel different if we didn't have problems in the past, like with the whole Florida situation, the recount? Like, would we feel a little different in mailing the ballots if it wasn't for that?
might feel a little different if it wasn't for that, man. Like, but you can't trust politics, man. Like, you really can't. Especially when they see like, okay, we figure this person's gonna vote for the opposite party, and we trying to get this one to win. So it's like, hey, we ain't no telling what they might be trying to do with this election, man.
Definitely, it's proven that it's been rigged in the past.
Right.
We've run into some funny scams in the past when it comes to this voting. So
Big fact.
there's a lot of questions that I have.
Right.
Yeah. So Mel, man, go ahead and dig into it, man. As far as influence, man, social media and politics, bro. What's your feeling and your thoughts?
Sure. I feel like, especially now, the average. I was looking it up the other day, and the average American, we spend about 3.5 to 4 hours on our phone daily, and to me, that's a small amount compared to what the average person I know spends on their phone.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That the average person I know, they're gonna spend about 5 to 6 hours, whether it's because of business or just because of flipping through Instagram, Snapchat, Netflix, all the things you can do. So with that being said, they find ways to infiltrate that. And we're gonna, whether it's ads about presidential candidates or even on Instagram where there's now fake pages being, how can I put it? They're being put in a play where, they're making conspiracy theories, making conspiracies, commenting under, prominent leaders' pages to kind of skew people's thoughts. So I just wonder, like, a lot of the news we get off of social media, for me,
that's a fact.
A lot of news I get is off of social media. But now it's like, and I think me and you, I think we talked about this a little bit, is like, most news you get is fake. And that at one point in time, you felt like you can get news straightforward. You were going to get the weather. You was going to get, you was going to get the lottery. Nowadays, there's so much fake news that you don't know what to believe. And with the presidential candidate being, up in the air right now, they're going to do whatever it takes. So it scares me. You know what I mean? It scares me. It scares me.
G, man, how do you feel as far as because I know you use social media, right? When it comes to social media, which are the main two platforms that you use when it comes to social media?
For me right now, I would say IG and Twitter.
IG and Twitter. All right. Which one do you feel as though you see more campaigning for when it comes to the politics on IG or Twitter?
Good question.
For me, I would say IG, to be honest with you, man.
What do they do?
They have different things, different links, different sponsor ads. As you like scrolling down, checking like who's posting what. You got people posting, what they believe about this candidate. I've been seeing people, like saying like what Mel was just saying about conspiracy theories about these candidates and stuff. You see things about Trump. You see things about Biden. Biden's record about how he's locked up more black people than Trump has and stuff like that.
Right.
So I mean, it causes a narrative where people don't really know who to vote for. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Man, so like, I don't want to dwell too much into this, man, because I feel like that's going to bring another topic, man. We got to stay on topic, bro.
Yeah.
But I just thought about it when you was talking about how, the Biden and the locking up black males. I can't remember what bills was passed. This was like early 2000s going into like 2010. And I can't remember what bill it was, man, but apparently the Black Caucus, which we know is all African Americans, they agreed on that bill.
Right.
And it's just like,
and this was something that Barack had passed.
So it's
right.
So again, man, I don't want to like drift off to
Right.
I want to make sure we stay in this segue, but it's like, man, like how much of the likability of a person goes into us voting for them. Like,
Right.
do we vote for somebody because we like them, or do we vote for somebody because, okay, their principles, okay, their
Mm-hmm.
morals, they align up with what we may want to see better, not only not just the world, but the community first. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I mean, like Mel, like I know you was mentioning it as well, man. So go ahead, you could touch on that too.
I mean, yeah, I think we get so caught up in trying to pick who we like as opposed to just picking who is going to do the right job. You
Mm,
know, whether black or white, we just need the right person, in
mm,
the position. Now, I am for us uplifting. I am for people uplifting the black community and giving us opportunities and chances. So I'm grateful for that. But I don't want to be pandered to. I don't want people to just, like he's saying, it's politics. You
mm,
know, they think of us as sheep, basically. And they can tell us whatever, and we're gonna all just believe it. You know what I mean? And
mm.
that's not the case. And especially now, you see in 2020 clear vision. You know, like the skirt's been lifted. We
Mm,
see, politics
mm,
politicians are dirty,
mhm.
from judges to
Mm.
governors to, we've seen it all. So it's to the point now where we just need somebody that's righteous.
Is
Right.
it any? Is it? Is it a? Is it? Is it anything as far as somebody who is righteous? Right? Is there a such thing as an honest politician, or is it a such thing as
Mm.
a righteous politician?
I don't
I
know if we
think
ever
so.
gonna know
Yeah,
for sure.
Hmm.
We may not ever know for sure, but I
Hmm.
think so. I think it could be.
yeah.
Have we had it at any point in time? It don't necessarily have to be in our era.
Mm,
Do you think we had it, or what's the closest? What's the closest?
mm,
I definitely think we've had it. In the proof is in the pudding. It's the people that have put in the work, but those
Hmm.
people I don't think typically get the limelight. Those
yeah.
aren't the
Mm.
big names that we know of.
Right.
Hmm. Hmm.
The people that were, we can go back to the civil rights days, the people that were behind Martin Luther King.
Hmm.
There was a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people that were doing more than, and God rest his soul, but there were a lot of people doing, if not just as much, even more than what he was doing.
Hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of those people, it's hard to come up with a name because they just don't get the
The credit due.
popularity, yeah, or the
Mm,
credit, right?
Mm. Man, that's important just because of just the simple fact of I mean, even like, piggybacking off of what you just said, man, how many times, growing up, we had February was coming around and we had what? We had a Black History Project. So that means we had to, write an autobiography. How
Right.
many times did you have to hear speeches or seeing the same papers of somebody who wrote about Dr. Martin Luther King, or somebody who wrote about a Malcolm X, or somebody who wrote about Rosa Parks? You know what I'm saying? It was
mm-hmm.
like, and I'm not trying to take away their credit, but it was like they were the only faces of
Right.
Right.
like
Right.
February when it came to Black History Month. If you wanted to go a little further, you probably heard about the Harriet Tubmans.
Right.
I
Right.
felt like they didn't necessarily push like Thurgood Marshall, the
Right.
Frederick Douglass of the world, even the Langston Hughes, like, like a lot of
Hmm.
people, a lot of great individuals who didn't get like they just dues. And they was
Right.
fighting the same fight, you know?
Yep.
They just didn't have that limelight for what reason?
Hmm.
We don't know. You know what I'm saying? So
I think we have
so
our modern day versions of that. I think
mm,
like just to throw out a name, I think we have like guys like Killer Mike, My Son,
mm,
Mm-hmm.
like dudes like that are, for us,
mm,
they speak for the unspoken, they speak for the streets, they speak
mm,
for young black men, they speak
mm,
for, you know, the people that are being
mm,
oppressed. So
mm,
we have some, we definitely have them. We definitely have
Yeah.
them. It's just,
mm. So
yeah.
I'm going to say a name, and you guys let me know if the name sounds familiar, or I never heard of before. Millard Fillmore. Did that ring a bell? Anything like that?
I
Heard of
never
it?
heard it before.
So when we think about the whole Democrats and Republicans, right? The presidency, it pretty much make it seem like you have to belong to a party, to those two
Right,
parties in particular, right?
right.
That was the only president that we had that wasn't with either party. He was a part of the Whig Party,
Mm.
right?
Mm,
And he was the 13th president. Now, when I was looking for that information, I was thinking like it was not. I wasn't expecting to hear about like I knew Abraham Lincoln or not a George Washington, even an Andrew Jackson, but I figured that it would at least be a president who might have lit some kind of bubble within my brain, and it was not. I've never heard of this man before,
mm,
and it's uh it's sad because I'm pretty sure that man went through a lot of just negativity because he couldn't choose a party.
Right,
I don't
right.
know if you guys watch big Netflix fan, but right now we watch Designated Survivor, and Designated Survivor actually comes from a point of view of someone who was the designated president,
mm,
um, and he's not a member of neither one of the parties. And he's pulling his teeth trying to bring the parties together to come to some kind of mutual understanding. Because at the end of the day, I do feel as though, and Mel, you mentioned Killer Mike, you mentioned my song.
mm-hmm.
We've heard about Ice Cube, and
Right.
I
Shouts
just
to
feel
them.
as
Shouts to
though
them.
I do agree with Ice Cube. Like one party isn't going to be able to make things right.
I
I
agree.
do feel as though it's going to take both the Democratic Party and the Republican Party.
Mm-hmm.
I know a
Right.
lot of people are, pretty much, sending a lot of shots at Ice Cube. I mean, I want to commend Ice Cube just for him reaching out, you know,
Right.
and putting his personal feelings or vendetta to the side in order for the betterment of the people. You know,
Mm-hmm.
G, definitely let me know how you feel about the whole Ice Cube situation, and if you want to dig more into it before you speak on it, I understand that too.
No, I thought he was straight on what he was saying. You know, one party is not going to be enough. One president is not going to be enough. You know, you need a
Mhm,
whole party, Democrat and Republican, to come together
mhm,
to really, like, see some change for the black community. Because one person is not going to be able to do it. It's not going to
mhm,
happen. One person.
mhm. Most stuff, man. Mel, how you feel about that? How you feel about that?
Nah, I agree. I think that G touched on it earlier. That's what they want. They want us to be divided. So they want us to look at Ice Cube and what he's doing as a bad thing when
Hmm.
really he's just trying to get to a resolution. And
Yeah.
again, it goes back to the point I was making where it's just like, we don't care who does the job. We just want the job done, you know?
Yeah,
Mm,
that's it.
mm. Yeah, facts. That's a big fact right there. So we're a little past the halfway mark, man. We right at the 17-minute mark. So we're going to dive into our next topic. All right. So the next topic is sports related. Right. Next topic is, are the Lakers going to repeat? All right. Now, I got some mixed feeling, but I just want to give the Lakers their credit. All right, so I know this is your team, G. So
Yes,
we're gonna
sir.
let you go ahead and go first. You know what I mean, and drop some knowledge. Are they gonna repeat? Yes or no? Which you probably gonna say yes. So go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I mean, I think they got a very, very good chance of repeating. Obviously, we've been hearing the news about them trying to acquire Chris Paul.
Mm,
We've been hearing about Bradley Beal. We've been hearing about John Wall, Buddy Hill. So, I mean, we got some players out there that they're probably going to be seeking for next season.
mm,
The question is, what are they going to do with Rondo's situation? I know y'all doubt he's a free agent right now. Are they going to keep Danny Green? Are they going to keep KCP? Are they going to keep Kyle Kuzma? Or are they looking to move those players?
mm,
So the Lakers got a lot to figure out from next season. As any team
mm,
in the West, I feel like the Clippers is going to be trying to do the same thing. They mentioned trying to get Bradley Beal too. So I mean, hey, we ain't no telling what's going to happen. You know, the
mm,
Warriors is coming back, and I think the Warriors is going to be like the best team to basically challenge us for next season, depending on how how they do with their big man situation.
Mm.
But I really feel like we got a chance to repeat. I really do. I like AD where he's at right now. He's just coming into his prime. LeBron's gonna be LeBron. Do we keep Dwight too? I forgot about Dwight. Dwight played huge this year's finals, man. He played his role. He did what he had to do. Remember, this guy was on a non-guaranteed contract starting out, and he proved.
I forgot.
Yeah, he proved his worth. He proved his worth. So, hey, do we take another shot at him? Lakers got a lot of questions, but overall, I do believe that Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka will make the right decisions to create another championship squad for next season. And I feel good about our chances next season.
Mel, what would stop the Lakers from repeating if you agree that they will repeat?
Right. No, that's exactly what I was thinking. What will it take for them to win a championship? Man, I just think with the Warriors and their team getting healthy, I think in the East with Brooklyn, Kevin Durant and Kyrie coming back, also dealing with Miami, I just think next year, Denver, let's not forget Denver, they're, another notch in their belt. They've definitely taken another step. I just think they're going to have a tougher road. This year was obviously kind of an anomaly because they were all secluded in this one location. I think that helped, like LeBron, AD. I think that helped their team more than it helped anybody. And obviously, they won the championship, so it speaks for itself. But man, just going through that West Gauntlet to do it again is, damn near impossible. Unless you have that just, those three dominant players, and they have two. They have two.
They do.
They can, if they like you said, if they can get Bradley Beal. I'm trying to think of the guy that would put them over the hump. Bradley Beal is the first person that comes to mind. But man, like you said, I think the Warriors, I think they're going to be back. I think Denver, I think they're going to be back. I'm a Houston fan. I don't think they're going to do much, but just that West is so tough that I think they'll get beat up just enough that they might not make it to the finals.
Now, G also mentioned Chris Paul. Does Chris Paul put them over the hump?
I think so. I think he's another one that can put them over the hump. I do think so. Yes, for 1 year, maybe two. Yes, obviously not a long-term fix, but we've seen what Chris Paul has been doing the past few years. OKC and Houston, he's been. I mean, he's been playing out of his mind. So, yeah, I think he could definitely take the Lakers over the hump. Yeah, he's definitely one of them.
One thing I want to say about that Houston situation, I feel as though they blew that up. Well, not blew up, but they traded Chris Paul way too early. I felt like you at least get him 1 more year, man. At least. Now, again, I don't know how the relationship was outside of being on the basketball court with him and James Harden, but I honestly feel like you didn't give them enough time. The same way that I feel like, I don't know if this is going to happen, but if you do trade Chris Paul, not Chris Paul, but if you do trade Paul George, I feel like you need at least another year. I feel like the only people who we probably look at and say, you better get it right now is LeBron, and no disrespect to Kawhi, probably KD. Only reason why I think we may give KD some form of excuse is because of the injury that he's coming off of.
Right.
If we talking about a healthy KD going into the season like he had no injury, we would put that same responsibility load like you got you the best player in the game, and you got Kyrie. When healthy, he can be a top 12, top 10 player in the game. You don't got no excuses. So I think LeBron is probably the only person who we look at that and say, okay, you need to get it done. Him and KD.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I mean, now this isn't necessarily a topic that we were supposed to go into, but since we already mentioned it, LeBron and KD, we right at the 5-minute mark with the 25 minutes. KD and LeBron, man, is there a gap? Are they on the same level? If it is a gap, what's the size of that gap?
I don't think there's much of a gap, to be honest with you. I mean, AD has been playing out of his mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like in the next 2 to 3 years, it's going to be AD's team.
So, my fault. Not AD, bro. I mean KD.
KD. Okay. Well, yeah.
KD.
Well, I mean, not counting the injury. We don't know how he's going to come back. But before the injury, there was no gap at all. If you're talking about talent-wise, I mean, the thing you can say about LeBron is he's a better leader. He can probably get to his teammates better than KD can, and he's shown that he can win with multiple teams. Right, then KD had to join the Warriors to win, but you take that away. I mean, there's no gap talent wise. I mean, KD he can pull up from 30. He can score the same amount of points as LeBron. He can play defense. He can do anything LeBron can do talent wise.
Man, I agree. You know what? You kind of changed me because at first I was like, "There's no gap," but I think when you said LeBron being a better leader, that kind of made me think about it. Like, KD hasn't really proven to me that he's that guy, that he's that leader. He proved that he was the best player on the Warriors. He was the most talented. That was clear cut. But even in that situation, to me, Draymond Green seemed like the leader. Steph Curry still seemed like the leader in some sort. So, with that being said, the way LeBron leads his teams, I don't know, man. I feel like he's he's one of a kind. Yeah, that might be the separation. That might be the separation. So that you made me change it now. I do think there's a gap.
So I feel like they both on the same level, and it's like they both have intangibles, right? And like when I look at LeBron, right, I think about what does he do better than KD? Leadership. I feel like, okay, how are we defining leadership? Like, are we defining leadership as a vocal role? And if you win a championship, that makes you a better leader? Or are we defining leadership as, I'm the guy who ignites the team. We just didn't get this W for the chip. You know what I'm saying? I would give that to LeBron. I'm not going to say that Kevin Durant isn't a good leader because I do believe that he was the leader of that OKC team. I just think that because let's be honest, man, KD just want to go on a team where everybody get along. And just hoop.
Exactly.
So with Russell, Ryan, KD not for that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that kind of overshadow a lot of things that I think KD really wasn't for. You know what I'm saying? So I think about leadership, okay, LeBron. Everything else, boom. And then what can KD do that LeBron can't? Well, I'm not gonna say can't because I believe they can, but that what does he do better than LeBron? First thing I think about is free throws, and then I think about having the mentality from the start of it's me. It ain't nobody else. It's me. I'm not gonna say killer mentality because I think that can be its own segment right there when we talk about Jordan and bless his family Kobe. But I think KD already had that in him. And it's like damn man, game on the line. I want KD taking that shot. Free throw, I know he gonna ice it. Damn, he is a good leader. Damn, LeBron, I know he gonna lead us to win the war. He gonna put us on his back. So it's like, it's tough. It's tough, bro. But I do believe like they at the same level. I think when it's all said and done, I think right now. And G, I know we was talking about this a little bit. We about to cross the 2-minute mark for 28 minutes. I know, G, we talked about this a little bit, man. And we was like, right now, KD, right now, he's probably top 15. He's probably top 15 right now, right? And then we have mentioned Steph. Steph is like top 15 right now, probably number 13, or maybe he's 12 and KD is 13. But like they're like right there. All time. Now I did say, and then I feel like I'm kind of switching the conversation to Steph. I said if Steph win another 2, I got love for Magic, but I'm gonna have to probably put him as number 1. But if KD, I don't think it's a way that KD, as far as it goes on the Mount Rushmore, I don't think there's no way that KD would be able to hit the Mount Rushmore because he's always being compared to LeBron. So it's kind of like the whole Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell situation. I think the thing that hurts Wilt Chamberlain the most is that he's not Bill Russell. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing that you can do about it because you are your own player. Now, if we take LeBron out of the history books, you'll probably have Kevin Durant as the best small forward. You'll probably have Larry Bird. You know what I'm saying? But you would probably choose KD over Larry. You know what I'm saying? So I think when it's all said and done, man, I really think KD does have the opportunity to be in the top. That's a tough list to crack. Man.
It is,
but I do believe, like, you know, KD can get there. You know,
I believe so too. What do you think about this stuff about LeBron being a GOAT now? Like the GOAT?
Oh man, I feel like that's a topic that we can definitely dig on, and I don't even know if we got enough time for that, bro.
Maybe next time, man.
Listen, this is all I'm gonna say, bro. No, go ahead,
man. Come on. How much time we got left?
We got about 3 minutes left.
LeBron, the Laker GOAT? No.
Mel gave it to you clean cut. I'm gonna have to say no. I just this is just me. Like, being realistic, I don't see anybody, unless they're starting right now. Like, I don't see anybody passing MJ. I can see maybe you being able to sit at the same table. Like, if MJ at this table right here, I feel like Kobe is at the table. I feel like, respectively, LeBron is at the table. Kareem is at the table. I don't really like putting Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain because, I don't know, man. That's just me, man. I just feel like if you include them, that means you got like 4 or 5 centers inside the top 10. Like, you know, like, come on, bro. Like, they was playing in black and white TV. So, so it's just, you know, but I do feel as though you're not going to necessarily surpass Jordan. But I do believe that you can sit at the table.
I believe so. I
believe you sit at the table. I don't think you're going to have a table that he can't sit at.
Yeah.
I just don't think that's going to happen, you know? Now, again, man, if people want to say LeBron get 2 more rings, boy, that is going to be very, very.
He get 2 more. He's the GOAT. He get 2 more. He's the GOAT.
Oh, see, now we about to start into another conversation, bro. See, this is what I'm saying. This is okay. And if he does do that, right? If he does do that, I have to look at it in the standpoint of, if he gets 2 more rings, that'll be 7 rings, right? Yeah. This man would that
6.
No, it's 5, 6.
That'd be 6, right? Okay, that'll be 6 rings. If he gets 2 more, that means that this man has been to the finals 14 times, right?
Ridiculous.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
If you say that this man's been to the finals 14 times, bro, like, I feel like him being to the finals 14 times and losing the other what, 7 or 8 times work against him. Because I'm like, yo, you give Jordan that many times? You know how many championships you gonna have?
Yeah, I'm on the 6.
Kobe, you give Tim Duncan, you know what I'm saying? You give Shaq. So I just feel like, damn, bro, like, I don't know, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean,
07 you can't blame him though. 07 you can't blame him for losing that finals. It was like, what, 22 when he went to the finals that year?
But like, okay, how can't we blame you for losing the finals though? Because you wasn't supposed to win? I don't think that's fair.
He wasn't supposed to win.
Okay. If you're gonna say that, then I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound like I'm a Laker hater. And I'm glad, because we coming up on the last minute. I'm gonna say this. The Clippers voted that they didn't want to come back and play for the bubble.
They did.
Right? They said that they wouldn't want to play. So can I make an argument in saying that their hearts wasn't in it? So they maybe didn't play to their full capacity?
Hey, you could.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like
Right.
you won, you lost. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, so again, man, you know, if anybody want to add anything, man, y'all more than welcome to. We got like a minute left.
LeBron did beat the 73-win Warriors team. That has to mean something.
Facts.
Down 3-1 in the finals. That and I'm not even advocating for him to be necessarily above Jordan, but I just think it's crazy that people don't even give him that credit.
But you got some people who are saying that if it wasn't for him getting Green suspended, they would have lost anyway in Game 5.
That's true.
I'm saying, but like, it's like, yo, bro, I don't have no control, bro. That's not my problem. Like,
they gotta play. They gotta play.
You gotta play. Like, all right, Clippers, y'all didn't want to play, but if y'all would have won the championship, who knows if that would have came out that y'all didn't originally want to play? Because Lakers didn't want to play. You know what I'm saying?
Lakers didn't want to play either.
So it's like, you know, like it's like sometimes they withhold information. The only thing I didn't like that LeBron did, and it was in one of the finals, I can't remember, but it was like after they lost the Game 7, or was it like Game 6? I think it was going into like a Game 6. Like he just started wearing a cast.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It was like, bro, it's like you trying to. Like, we all
I do remember that, actually.
He said he had punched the wall or something.
Like, we all run around here hurt, homie. Like, come on, dog. Like, you wearing the cast. Like, come on, bro. So it's like the same way you take that W, you take that L like a man, too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, again, man, him being a 7-3-1 team, bro, that might – I mean, we know that he only going to get one ring for that, but that might be worth like 2 – that might be worth like 2 rings right there. You know what I'm saying? So, again, man, it's like, oh, man, I just don't see anybody passing Jordan. I don't see anybody passing Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So, but, yeah, guys, we appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. And definitely make sure that you guys, you know, copy the link down below. And, you know, it's going to have our social media and how to get in touch with us. All right. Until then, all right. We'll holler at y'all later. All right. Much salute. Much salute.